There comes a time in every man's life when love stops being enough. Not because his heart has turned cold, not because he's lost the ability to care, but because he's finally exhausted every piece of himself trying to make someone else happy. He's given the best of his kindness, his patience, his forgiveness, and received silence, neglect, or indifference in return. He has tried to communicate. He has tried to understand. He has tried to fix what keeps breaking. But one morning, he simply wakes up different. Something inside him just switches off. No fights, no shouting, no goodbye. Just calm acceptance that it's time to stop begging to be understood. And when that moment comes, when a man truly walks away, it's not loud. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and it's final. At first, she doesn't notice the change. She assumes it's another one of those days that he's tired, that he'll text later, that everything will return to normal. After all, he always came back. He was the one who always tried. He was the one who always apologized first, even when it wasn't his fault. He was the one who couldn't bear the silence between them. But this time, he doesn't come back. And at first, she feels relief. She tells herself it's fine, that maybe she needs space. She distracts herself, scrolls through her phone, laughs with her friends, convinces herself she's free again. But the silence begins to grow heavier with each passing day. That good morning text doesn't arrive. That familiar check-in call never comes. Her phone stays quiet, but her mind doesn't. It starts whispering questions she doesn't want to answer. What if he's really gone this time? What if I pushed him too far? What if he finally meant it when he said he's done? And slowly, that's when she feels it. The absence, the loss, the hollow space where his presence used to be. She replays old memories, how he used to look at her like she was everything he ever wanted. How he used to wait outside her house just to see her smile. How he listened, even when she had nothing to say. All those little things that once felt annoying now feel precious. She scrolls through old messages, texts full of warmth, concern, love, and the irony hits her hard. The same words she once ignored now mean everything. But they're frozen in the past, and he's not typing anymore. That's when she realizes she didn't lose him in one big fight. She lost him slowly, piece by piece. With every cold reply, every sarcastic comment, every time she made him feel like he wasn't enough. She didn't notice when his laughter started to fade. She didn't see that his silence wasn't peace, it was surrender. Meanwhile, he's not angry anymore. He's not bitter. He's not wishing she would text. He's just done. For the first time in a long while, he feels light. He no longer checks his phone every few minutes. He no longer waits for her to change. He no longer feels like he's walking on eggshells. He sits by the window one evening, watching the sunset, and realizes peace feels strange. But it feels good, and it feels right. He's not looking for revenge. He's not trying to make her regret it. He's just learning what life feels like when it doesn't revolve around someone who couldn't see his worth. That's the part most people don't understand. When a good man walks away, he doesn't do it out of hate. He does it out of self-respect. Because at some point, he stops chasing closure and starts choosing peace. Days turn into weeks. She pretends she's fine, posts happy pictures, smiles in public, but every night, the silence eats at her. She opens their old chat, types something, deletes it. Her pride won't let her reach out, but her heart keeps whispering his name. And late at night, when the world sleeps, she lies awake wondering, does he still think about me? Does he miss me like I miss him? Would he ever take me back? But deep down, she knows the answer. She lost a man who would have done anything for her because she thought he'd never leave. And that's the cruel irony. When she finally realizes what she had, he's already become someone new, someone stronger, someone who's learned to love his own company. He no longer seeks validation in her approval. He no longer needs to be understood by someone who never tried to understand him. He no longer wants the same things because peace has changed his taste. Once upon a time, he would have done anything to have her back. Now, even if she called, he wouldn't answer. Not out of anger, but out of growth. Because once a man truly finds peace after chaos, he never goes back to the storm that broke him. And as for her, she'll move on, but not really. She'll smile again, but something will always feel missing. Every time she meets someone new, she'll compare him to the man she lost. She'll remember the one who stayed too long and left too late. And maybe one day, she'll finally understand. He didn't walk away because he stopped loving her. He walked away because he started loving himself. And in that moment of painful clarity, she'll whisper to herself, "He was the one. I just realized it too late." Because when a man finally walks away, he doesn't just leave her behind. He leaves behind every version of himself that tried to prove his worth. And in doing so, he finds the version that never needed to. He didn't lose her, he found himself.